The study of happiness around the world with a focus on India and United Kingdom, the year 2005 to 2022. This was a dataset which I chosen for my case studies. So this report analyzes the main factors that associate to happiness across 100 plus countries across the globe to help the government to improve life satisfaction. The analysis span across the year 2005 to 2022 includes special consideration on the pandemic period. India and UK are the main focused countries where which I was lived in this period. So, World Happiness Report published by UN Journal is taken into consideration while doing this analysis. There were four analyses is performed and visualization and inferences have been generated based on the findings. The General Assembly of the United Nations has been publishing annual reports that may be downloaded by anybody. So this report is based on information collected from the Gallup World Poll Survey, the World Value Survey, and other sources. It is possible to experience joy when unwrapping a gift. Alternatively, some people find happiness by donating to those in need. Intense engagement in social activities may provide joy as well. So, the singing positively about loved ones might lift one's spirit even more. Contentment and strong social and professional network were also linked to greater happiness. Living healthier and longer, as well as having more money and making more contribution to the nation by making people happy. The time of year, the climate, and the ambient temperature all played a role. Temperature, air velocity, altitude, and economy were all shown to have positive correlation with subjective well-being on the average. This also established a chain of caution from personal cleanliness and health to organization norms of outcomes, including job satisfaction, satisfactions with one's salary, and career progression. Generosity is supposed to improve happiness. However, this claim is debatable. Scientists have identified many crucial elements in the chain reaction that leads to the positive emotional response after performing an act of kindness. It has been suggested that moving to a more developed part of the globe might help people improve one's emotional state. The global access to smartphones and internet provided their quality of life. People of all ages and sexualities were shown to be more content with their lives when they use social networking sites. People are content when they believe they can talk to anybody, anytime from anywhere in the world. So these individuals living in the wealthy nations with strong digital governments seem to be the happiest in the world. The methodology. KDD is data extraction, initial analysis, data consolidation and synthesis, and data collection methods are used in this research. That is obtained from the analysis that will benefit the governmental organization in making proper decisions for the well-being of society. World Happiness 2022 into a research search engine is available to track down the right data from secondary sources. The first round of data collection was primarily used for the 2022 global happiness analysis. The second set of data was analyzed to find trends and patterns that could help with future clustering efforts, as well as average level of happiness in different countries around the world over a number of years. All these data were analyzed and has been cleaned and pre-processed. The k nearest neighbor estimates may be used to find and replace null values in this dataset. Kernel imputation on this dataset with the threshold value 5 has been applied. This helped to fill the gaps in separates machine learning methods are required in these final two stages of analysis. Descriptive statistical analysis will be performed by calculating the mean, median, skewness, standard deviation, and the quartiles. ANOVA and the t-test are the two tools that were used by inference statistics will be used to examine the correlation and potential causality between the happiness components. Regression methods to make predictions about characteristics that are highly connected with India and the United Kingdom. The 5 ML regression and one classifier including multilinear regression, the support vector machines, the random decision forest, adaptive boosting regression, and multi-layer perceptions that will be used to estimate the most important element. K-means approach for unsupervised machine learning to classify UK and India data into distinct groups. In the last phase, models of deep learning and neural networks are employed to enhance estimation result. Findings and discussions. I have been shown two charts over down here that shows the happiness and that are described in statistically. That will be looking through the mean, median, skewness, kurtosis, errors, minimum, maximum, bottom, interquartile, middle, and top interquartile values. Indian and British happiness level were compared. Brits were happier than Indians. The UK surpassed India is very area except the average lifespan. Since from the year 2012, life quality has improved. The histogram indicated that most countries have happiness ranking between 4 and 7. ANOVA showed that worldwide freedom and corruption were the same, hence the variants were heterogeneous. But the average levels of freedom in the UK and India were not all the same from 2005 to 2021, and their variants were different. The correlation metrics of worldwide happiness in 2022 reveals a large association between GDP, the social support and life expectancy, and a modest correlation between freedom and corruption. Lifespan, satisfaction, and pleasant emotions like joy and pleasure were slightly associated with COVID, whereas social support and per capita wealth were sustainability correlated. Financial influence promotes happiness greatly, but to a limit. The correlation metrics of global happiness across 146 countries in 2022 and the correlation metrics of global happiness across 125 countries during the COVID time has been shown in down below. People's evaluation of their quality of life using K-means and the elbow methods on the life ladder attributes from the World Happiness datasets in the year 2005 to 2021. The recommendations. In this research, machine learning outperformed and studies have shown that is feasible to get useful and trustworthy information on individual different state of well-being. The dimensions of people happiness are determined by a variety of factors beyond just money and physical possessions, yet all of these factors are very important. To get a more complete picture of people happiness, each of these dimensions should be assessed independently. Such data might be examined in depth in order to enhance world happiness precision. I would suggest that adding the happiness score and regional assessment manually between 2005 and 2021. Neither dataset includes any information on the geography of the countries included. The modest size of the dataset suggests room for expansion in follow-up investigation. I think there's a need of further investigation into issues like population and biodiversity that have been so been overlooked. Governments can always take note of what other nations are doing to raise their inhabitants' pressure with life and implement those lessons in the other countries. It would be multiple linear regression because the best outcome were found with the model. Multilinear regressions fared better than other altogether, so I would recommend utilizing that approach here. Future work. Monthly or quarterly global happiness indices to construct time series algorithm to predict happiness. Data from social media could be utilized to gauge subjective well-being. Thank you.